I'm Power Surge. This is Vanessa. We're going to tell you a little bit about DoorDash today. She just started driving. Today was her first day of DoorDash. So tell us, how was your first day?
My first impression with DoorDash is honestly not good at all. The sign-up process was easy, but the deliveries aren't worth the money, in my opinion.
Dang, that's brutal. So you signed up on your phone or on the website, and then you went in for an orientation, and then you were driving because they approved you through Checker, basically that night. So instant sign-up process. But you said it's not going so good. About how much are you making per deliveries? Tell me about your first day. Like, how many hours did you drive?
I drove about 5.5 hours and I made $70.
$70 for 5.5 hours, so it's like a little bit, if minimum wage here is $11.50, it's like a little bit better or worse than minimum wage. You're driving your car too, so you're damaging your car and using your own gas, and you were making like how much on average per delivery probably?
I would say personally for me, $6.
$6, and it was kind of a lot of work, right?
Yeah, it's a hassle. You need to make sure you have a place to park your car, get out and go to the floor, and sometimes the floors or certain places have you need a key code, and you need to go to the person at the front desk to punch in the key for you so you can deliver the food. The clients I've never had issues with. I've had more issues with the restaurants more than the clients themselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did any of the clients give you any tips?
No tips at all.
No tips. How many deliveries did you do?
Around 10 my first day.
Okay, so 10 deliveries, 0 out of 10. That kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So, what happened to that one restaurant you told me?
Alright, you guys, so I feel like a professional thing to do is to check the food and make sure that everything is there and correct and made correctly, because, you know, sometimes the restaurants do mess up and that's okay. That's why I'm there to check it. I went to have it on an order before and they actually made the order wrong, so I asked them to remake it. Everything's cool. I dropped it off. Client was happy. Alright, cool. My next pickup was from an Indian place, and the guy there was so offended that I was going through the food just to make sure it was all there. He started yelling things at me like, DoorDashers never check the food, this is gonna look really bad on us, you're not allowed to do that. And I was simply trying to explain to him, I understand that some of this is saran wrap, I don't need to open it all the way, I just want to make sure it's all there, you know.
You just wanted to check that like what the client ordered was gonna, you were taking it to them. You weren't forgetting any sauces or any tortillas or ranch or whatever the Indian guy was selling. Okay, and he got super mean with you, so that sucks.
He was super mean. He actually made me cry.
So she cried on her first day of DoorDash because some mean restaurant owner.
He was really mean.
That's brutal. We've done other delivery gigs, you know, but it's not that bad. We usually get really good tips for just an hour or two of work during lunch. So we wanted to experiment with DoorDash. I've delivered pizza for like 6-7 years, and when I delivered pizza, I got money per hour, a minimum wage, so that would be today $11 or $11.50.
Yeah.
I got tips from every customer. I used to get really upset if I got $2 or $1 tip, like what a cheapo.
Oh, wow.
But people give me $10 to go like 2 blocks down the street. And I got reimbursed for my gas, and I usually got a free meal. So,
it makes it all worth it.
Yeah, so it doesn't sound like you're making great money, but you do get to kind of choose your own hours, right?
Yeah, depending on which area you live in. Luckily, I live in an area where they kind of need DoorDashers all the time. So my hours kind of resonate with when I want to work.
Okay, so when you want to work, you just turn it on, kind of like Uber.
Yeah.
Turn it on, and you can either pick a schedule or you pick a shift, right?
Yeah, they work in 30-minute increments. So say if it's 2 o'clock and you want to DoorDash, they give you the option to dash until 2:30. That's when you can end. The earliest you can end is 2:30.
Okay. Dang, so it sounds like kind of a lot of work, not the best amount of money, but it's flexible.
Yeah.
So this kind of sounds like a theme that jobs are giving people these days. They don't pay you very much, but they offer you flexibility. And it's almost like, would you like to work for less than minimum wage? You just get to choose your own hours. It's like not that cool, you know?
Yeah.
And maybe it'd be fun to work for minimum wage if it was like something you like to do or you were really learning from it. but you're just bringing like cheap people lunch, right?
Yeah, exactly. And even the guarantees aren't that great. The guarantee that I have is 250 deliveries for $50. And that honestly doesn't even sound worth trying to do.
You get $50 for doing
Extra.
250.
Yeah.
So what, 50 cents a delivery is what they're going to give you
guess so.
extra? What a cheap company. And they're taking how much, you know, off this? That doesn't sound like the DoorDash company cares a whole lot about the drivers either. Wow. What do you say overall, your first day, would you recommend DoorDash to somebody else if they like need a job?
If you're desperate, yes. If not, save your gas and your car. Don't do DoorDash.
I mean, I would think you could probably be a pizza guy at Domino's Pizza, and you would make like $19 or $20 an hour, and probably get a free breadsticks or pizza sometimes. I think that sounds better than DoorDash delivery or Uber Eats.
Yeah.
You know, I've heard is kind of the same story. That's brutal, man.
Yeah.
So I guess after first day, we don't recommend DoorDash, or Vanessa doesn't necessarily recommend it unless you really, really need the extra money and a flexible schedule.
It's easy.
Or perhaps you live somewhere that's really busy and has cheap gas expenses, or you can. People DoorDash with bicycles.
Yeah.
So maybe if you can use a bicycle, that saves you gas and makes it easier. I hope you guys found this video helpful or informative. If you did, go ahead, smash that like button.
Awesome.
Feel free to subscribe. Click that subscribe button because I do make videos all the time. And as always, safe driving out there, good luck, and just have a great day. High five.
Awesome.
Zing. High five, Buffy. Put a paw down.